This is episode 249, and this is apparently no cold open, so we're going on this image, not that one. Where the hell am I? Jesus. They're still getting used to the interface. This image right here. So, that's the very last image of the theme song, right? So if you're in the vicinity of that frame, we'll be okay. We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. I rewatched the last episode. It was really good, man. I love the way his arm just kind of melts off. Oh shit. No, I actually do have to say something. Shit. Sorry. I'm gonna cut out the part where I queued it up, or you'll be confused, right? So I'll do that again. But I got 2 seconds into this and realized there is something I do want to talk about because I watched the last episode, right? So he said the nine-tailed fox is no longer under your control. And the first time I heard that, I don't think it really registered what was going on. But rewatching it just now, what that means is he's now under his own control and he can rampage, and that's where he's probably out of control. He's probably heading to the village, and they're going to have to subdue him, which ends up killing Naruto's father and all that stuff, right? So, just the fact that, like, you have removed him from the control of Toby, but that doesn't solve the problem of the fox. I hadn't really conceptualized that, right? Like, I just thought, okay, you won. Now it's a real problem. This is a real problem. This son of a bitch. Now you got to take him out. Now, when we know it happens, right? We know they take him out, and we know there's a horrible cost. I just want to see if the toad is going to show up, because I pointed that out last time. What's up with that? Because he was in the still shot that you used, which I assume means that was taken straight from the manga, so he's in the manga, so he needs to show up here. We'll see if he does. All right, this time for real. 3, 2, 1. I like how the moon turns into an eye. Very artistic. Let's see what you did there. I'm wrecked. What are you talking about? Oh, shit. I heard the name, but I don't know who this is supposed to be. Irukia? Who? Follow orders, son. How dare you push me? I'm sure that's somebody we know. The name doesn't register to me. Look at you, man. The, yeah. I'm about to tear his ass up. So that's why, okay, there's individually attacking him that's going to serve no purpose other than get killed, but you're buying time. That makes total sense. What is that smoke? It looks like green smoke. Is that trees? Is that branches? Is it leaves? Or is it just everything's kind of green in this flashback? It could just be dust, but why would it be green, right? That's what's confusing me. Huh. Huh. He turned into a holy shit. This is this is a great way. He's a sentient weapon. I'm into it. We've seen it before. We've seen something like this before. So I'm just saying it's cool. Back your ass up. Man, these people are getting wrecked, man. How many people died, man? Yeah. I'm awesome. Yeah. There are other worlds than these. We get it, yeah. I love that foreshadowing for the future. Yeah, he isn't. He ain't kidding. He's not good on jokes unless he's in his Toby persona. Ooh, you know that shit he was doing. Then he's funny. He's got jokes then. Not right now. Man, that dude back there is wrecked, man. Look at him. Jesus, so's he. One hit, you're done, man. Look, don't you understand the hierarchy here, kid? I think for narrative purposes. Yeah. Look at Kakashi there. Calm down. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm glad you finally noticed. Kiss my ass. She is pissed. Now she's shocked, but she was pissed. Narratively, you want the kids shouting as they're being pulled away, but I think a lot of times kids would just be in shock. Be like, they couldn't even process what's happening, right? But you always have the kids shouting, right? Now we're talking. There's that frog, toad, whatever. I'm just saying, man. Like I wanted to see my boy. That's my boy. I wanted to see him because he was in the still shot, right? Like, continuity. That's what I'm talking about. He's sitting his he's sitting his fat ass on the on the fox's back. Now we're talking. That's right. Look at big boy. He's a big boy. Oh shit. So he soloed him. Took him very far away where he couldn't hurt anybody else. Everything gets explained. I mean, I didn't say it wouldn't be. I was curious about some of these finer points, right? Still got the wife with him, so he can put her chakra in there. Got the baby, so you can put him right in there. It all tracks, man. Very tightly written. At least he didn't have to scoop chakra out of his dead wife's corpse. That would have been dark. Now we're talking. Excellent. Kind of like a death curse. I've talked about that before. Oh, you're making the baby cry, man. Like actual tears, not just screaming. I actually like his parents a lot. Too late. I'm sad. I bet you don't celebrate his birthday. Now we're talking. Good shit. Yeah, look at it. Shit. He doesn't like the sound of that. Look at him. Right. Right. This all makes sense. Huh. Stop talking about the prophecy. He is the chosen one. You're an idiot? Right. He'll have a lot of help, though, I assume. It makes sense that the old boy would come here and see this, right? Look at this shit. Awesome. Your Reaper's pretty awesome. Yeah. He was a witness. Because you need the last thing you needed was a witness. That makes sense. Right. Too late. We're doing it. That's not why he said he's doing it. She didn't listen to him. He already explained that. You throw the world out of balance. She's talking emotionally. She's not talking logically. Reaper's like, come on, man. Enough with the histrionics. Let's do this. So we might as well both die. I assume he's doing it for the world, man. He said that they would throw everything out of balance, right? Classic heroic sacrifice. Yeah, you're blocked out. Hey, we got some more witnesses. Right. Get him out of here. Slap him. That's right. They're about to bitch slap this fox. Yeah. Get your ass on my kid. That didn't come out right. He's a big boy. Yep. Shut up, minion. We already covered this. He's got him in an altar, man. This is like a demonic sacrifice. Stay mad. She is messed up, man. We ain't got time for all that. Yeah, he's pissed. You better move. Get your ass in the cage. Shit. He tried it. One nail. Nailed on the cross, perhaps? Booyah. Lock his ass up. Yep. What the hell are you pulling me into? Good shit. Yeah, I ain't staying around here with that son of a bitch. That's for goddamn sure. He didn't want no parts of that. All right, Reaper, let's do this. Ew, you gotta lick it, you nasty mofo. That's her advice. I mean, any nanny could teach him this shit. Really? Well, he needed that advice for sure. Just a few. F the rest of them. He's a terrible studier. What if he doesn't want to become a ninja? Maybe he wants to be a librarian. You don't know. Oh, shit. Now she sounds like a mother. He's not listening to you. Yeah, don't follow for a tramp, by the way. The bad ones. This voiceover actress is great. You suck. You took it all. And you're going to have longer with him in the afterlife, right? He only gets a couple minutes. You get like an episode and a half. She's still talking to him. I forgot that we're still in this. Hey, man, you had to do what you had to do. That makes sense. He ain't hearing shit. He's gone. You weren't really mother and father, though. You were only mother and father for like 10 minutes. That was really good. Very emotional. And that's what it's about. You know, I'm making jokes about some of the logic and stuff. And it was a little dragged out. It's just hard. Every minute of screen time is so valuable. And the problem that you can do shit like this in text, like a manga or a novel, and it's fine because we read at our own pace, and you know time just isn't the same when you're reading a novel or you're reading a manga. Time flows like it does in real life in live action animation, you know, in moving pictures. So something that is perfectly fine in written form becomes ridiculous when spoken out loud with moving pictures, right? Because then it feels like it's happening in real life. And so, as a rule, think about every conversation you've ever had in your life. How often have you stood there listening to somebody talk for 5 straight minutes without interjecting something or there being some kind of flow to the conversation? It never happens, right? So it feels unnatural when it happens in a movie or a TV show. And here, it's just everything she said was great, and I enjoyed it all, but it doesn't feel grounded. It doesn't feel realistic. You know, people say, well, we're talking about ninjas and talking toads and nine-tailed foxes and, you know, transportation jitsu and all this shit, right? That's fine, but we're talking about, like, you know, every time you ask the audience to accept something, you lose points, and you only have so many points. Sooner or later, the audience is going to disengage. That's why you have to have realism other than the magic thing. You can't say, well, we have magic things, so this other stuff is allowed to be unrealistic too. No, that's not the way it works. You lose your audience if you do that. Yes, magic exists, but people should still interact with each other the way they do in real life. Or you know, you're asking people to believe people don't interact with each other normally. And there's magic, and there's demons, and God exists and He talks to people. Like, pull something off the table that you're asking people to accept. That's why you make all human interactions grounded. You make, you know, technology makes sense in the way it does with us. People just act like people, right? You get all that grounded, then people, you can ask people to accept demons and God and monsters and magic and stuff, right? It's one less thing you're asking the audience to accept. So much discourse about TV shows, movies, books, and comics and stuff like that miss this point. Well, vampires exist, so of course the creature from Black Lagoon exists. Not necessarily. If I was to, what I probably would have done was I would have had her write most of this down as, like, you know, she has a journal. And she tells him to read, you know, here's where I hid my journal, you know, somewhere in the library. You know, it's up in some corner somewhere, nobody ever found it. Here's where I hid my journal. Because I knew shit was about to jump off. And then he can go find it, and you can get her narration saying all this shit. You know, these are the things she wants to tell him when he's older. You know, she's written in a journal. That would solve the issue here. But this is fine. I don't think it's a big deal. Like, you know, the performance is so great. Everything she said was great. Just as a producer, you're always trying to be like, can we tweak it a little bit more? Can we make it a little bit better? You know? And then that's where I'm approaching this. That's how I'm approaching it. That's what I do, because, like, you know, she talked a long time. And you're asking your audience to just accept that. The other thing I had a problem with was, when we're talking about pacing, the third Hokage was saying shit we already knew. What was the purpose of that? We already knew this stuff. Even I know it, and I miss a lot of stuff. Everything he said was obvious shit that we already knew. Why? Why were you doing it? Who was that for? Was it to pad out the runtime? You know, because as presented, especially since he's talking to himself, like, anytime you're repeating information to the audience, you lose a little bit right there. So, the structure of the episode, some of the things they did were a little weird, but it got me emotional. I shed a couple tears, you know, and mostly her performance. She was incredible. What a great voiceover actress. Great part of the story. You know, and it all makes sense. And it's a little weird to say that, you know, writing makes sense because, you know, well, he's a good writer. Of course, it's going to end up making sense, right? But it's just those little pieces are clicking in your head, right? That's the magic of a really well done prequel, and this is kind of a prequel. You know, the flashback is explaining shit we didn't know before. A really, really well done prequel. Everything clicks into place. Oh, this is why. Oh, this is why. Oh, this is why. Right? Extremely well done. What a great episode.